As part of the wedding day, every guest looks forward to the cake. Of course they do. Joining us now, surrounded by some stunning creations, is our chef, Edward Hayden. Of course, he's going to taste it all, aren't we? We're going to have some great days. Good morning to you, Edward.
Hello, Alan. How are you?
And it is the one thing, like, it's the big, after the dress and other things like that, one people, they always want to go and see what the cake... Yeah, see you over there. See you over there. What the cake looks like. And it does hold a centrepiece in the room for the day.
Yeah, listen, it's one of the big decisions. You know, when people they get engaged and then they start this flurry of organising kind of hotels, churches, receptions, whatever. The cake is in with those decisions. And I suppose there's a lot of lengthy discussions. And I'm sure grooms around the country kind of love on a Saturday night when they're having their dinner to be discussing
what kind of cake are we having.
But
we've said we're going to start with a very different type of cake because we've three people here from different shops and places. So the first one is a cheesecake.
Yeah, it is a cheesecake, and a cheesecake maybe not as we understand the cheesecake to be. This is a traditional cheesecake wedding cake. So I suppose the advantage of this, Alan, is this is whereby people would have this as a showcase, but then often maybe would keep it then for the afters and serve it at the afters, maybe with some port, some lovely crackers. Now, this is provided this morning by Sheridan's Cheesemongers, located in Galway and Waterford, and of course in South Anne Street in Dublin. So John has set up this for us this morning, and there's three different varieties. So I have a small one here in front of me.
Which is quite reasonable. That small one's
it's 95 euro. And again, the advantage of this, you can take it and you can embellish it yourself then however you wish. You can do it with some fresh flowers.
What types of cheeses are there?
Now, there's a variety of different types of cheese there. This one is Irish. The large one is made up of Irish and continental cheese. The medium one, Alan, which you're looking at here, is all Irish cheese as well. So we've got some lovely blue cheese. We've got some of the lovely Malin cheese as well. So
it's a great idea, isn't it? Like, because people do like a nice cheese platter. So if that was on display, then it's taken away and it's cut up and then put around the tables.
Cut up, and they've got some lovely crackers and some lovely chutneys there. And again, I suppose, Alan, what John has said to me is what's key here is to choose some crowd-pleasing cheeses that are not overly strong or overly unpleasant.
And what would they be? Well, you taste one there that
I've tasted, yeah. What we're working on here, I've got a little bit of the Malin from Cork. We've got some Crozier Blue there, which is from Tipperary. And then we've got a little bit of the Duras from Cork as well. And I'm going to taste a little bit of the Killeen here, which is the lovely goat's cheese. And I'm going to taste it with some of the lovely plum chutney. So I'm going to have a little bit of this.
Okay, now while you're doing that, we're going to move on to the next one. I think that's a lovely idea and very, very novel and very nice. And as you say, you do need to maybe get the cheeses that aren't smelling up the room.
Yeah, I mean, you don't want to have the room destroyed. Yeah. And people can find out loads of information from SheridanCheesemongers.com. They can find out all about that. But it's a nice, novel idea for people who are into cheese. Have a lovely cheese table, and then you can deconstruct it, and it becomes part of your after's food.
Okay, the ones here now in the middle.
We've moved on then.
This is the cake cuppery.
The cake cuppery, and that's Kat down in Lucan. So Kat has brought in a whole series of things this morning. We were talking this morning just outside about the different trends that are in cakes at the minute. And so what we've got there is just in front of you, Alan, we have the monochrome type of cake, which is the black and white. She said that's more for the glam bride, the high glamorous bride.
This one here?
That one, yeah.
So this is for the glam bride, really?
The high glamour bride. The buttercream one's here. So I have one here with the lovely roses, and you have one there in the kind of the lilac and pink just beside you. That buttercream is for that more rustic.
The buttercream is here in front of us, which we're going to have a little taste of. Oh, God. Oh, the diet's out the window.
How well the cake was in front of you, Alan.
The diet's out the window.
That's for the more rustic bride. The lace one here, that lovely lace with the kind of the filigree design as well, we've got for the vintage bride. And then, of course, she specialises in lovely cupcakes as well. And cupcakes, of course, are hugely popular as well. Now, what one are you after taking there, Alan?
I'm after taking...
Well, you've taken the whiskey salted caramel variety. Also beside us.
Trust me to go with one with a drink in it.
Absolutely. The booze straight away. We have coconut and lime with passion fruit curd and the lovely red velvet, which is highly popular as well. And that's the cakecuppery.ie. And again, people can make a consultation to meet with Kat about that.
They look fantastic.
Don't they? I mean, they're high glamour, really. I mean, if you just think of that in the middle of
Come over to us here. We're moving now to the ones that are here.
Yeah, so this is Bev, and Bev is an amazing
cakes.
Okay,
yeah, Bev's been on the show many a time.
Absolutely, absolutely, and they are amazing. So Bev has brought in 3 different types. So again, this is the very traditional type as well, with the lovely lace and filigree effect. Okay, layered up with the fondant icing.
Like people still do like a traditional cake.
Well, listen, it's a highly contentious decision when you're meeting with your mother and you want to go with something kind of off the wall and mother wants something traditional so that Aunt Kitty won't think that you're crazy at the wedding. So that's what it is.
This one, amazing one.
That's
at the
amazing.
End.
That's the all you need is love
all
cake.
you need is
so
love.
Bev is full of,
look at this one
love.
on the edge. It is just incredible.
Now that's done in white or dark chocolate, and that's very much bespoke. You can see all the different flowers and everything that are there. You can have that whatever way you want.
The red velvet ones, they can be put on.
It's a showstopper, really, isn't it? That's Bailey's, Alan. I do love the Bailey's.
The Bailey's. I'm going to try the Bailey's one.
I'm going to go for the chocolate biscuit, and then.
But look at all you need is love, isn't that? How much are these now? How much are the ones from the cake?
The cake cupper. Again, it all depends, Alan, and not being smart. It all depends on what you go for because it depends on the filling. It depends on the icing. But like something like the all you need is love, you're talking in the region of upwards from €1,000.
Right.
But anything from kind of 300 onwards, you can get a nice cake, depending on what you look.
And same-sex marriage cakes?
Bang on trend, of course, is the same-sex marriage cake. So we have 2 grooms on top there. And again, this is a half and half cake. If I can just get in there to it, Alan, or you'll just give it a little spin there.
A little spin there,
it's
you see when you turn.
So you see the suit is at the front, okay, and then at the back, it's all kind of that chocolate. So front at the front, chocolate at the back. Now, she can do kind of the wedding dress if you want 2 brides. She can have 2 wedding dresses on either side. There as well.
And if you want more information about this,
amazingcakes.ie. And again, if people are just looking for a little bit of inspiration, if they're toying with a decision, the guys and gals outside are telling me chocolate biscuit, fruit, red velvet and lemon are hugely popular. Or if you're as cheesy, Alan, as you and I, you might decide to go with the cheesecake.
Cheesecake?
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Take it from there.
It all looks amazing and some great ideas there, and all that will be on our Facebook page as well. All the websites and everywhere to go to. They really do look amazing. So thank you all very much, and thank you, Edward,
Thanks, Alan,
for coming in.